Today I'm going to be doing a review of Rum Nation Jamaican 8-year-old pot still rum. Now, this was distilled in 2006 and released this year in 2015. Distilled in St. Catherine in Jamaica at the Worthy Park Distillery and bottled at 50% ABV, so a nice bit of extra power in that rum, bottled at 50%. Produced by Rum Nation. Now, for people who are watching this video that are new to rum, Rum Nation is, they are an Italian company, and their whole goal is to bring single domain rums and express the characteristic strength and flavour of each place of origin. So in this case it's a Jamaican rum, it could be a rum from Martinique, it could be a rum from Guyana, and what they do is they take that rum and they give it their own little finish to it as well, and showcase that rum from a specific region. So I like that little touch, really. It's a nice way of doing it. I recently reviewed the Rum Nation unaged Jamaican pot still white rum, and that was one hell of a powerhouse of a rum. Really enjoyed it, but I will say I found it outstanding making cocktails. But this one has the added benefits of being aged for 7 years in ex-bourbon casks, and then 1 year in first fill Oloroso sherry casks. And basically they take this rum and they take it to Piedmont in Italy. Now, whereas some companies, they take their rums to France and age them in cognac casks, Rum Nation, they take their rums, this rum's had 7 years in Jamaica aging, then they take it to Piedmont in Italy to be aged for an extra year in a cooler climate in first fill Oloroso sherry casks. Now, a little bit about the area. Piedmont in Italy, it's bordered by Switzerland and France, and it's surrounded by the Alps mountain range, and some of the largest glaciers and peaks are surrounding that area, so very dramatic backdrop. And pretty much some of the best wines in Italy come from the Piedmont vineyards down in the Piedmont area, and you know, some of the best wines have been aged and produced and aged down that area. So obviously I would have thought aging in a cooler climate, spirits will give it a lovely effect as well, and this proves that it does. Now, Piedmont actually derives from ancient Latin, which means foot of the mountains. So a little bit of information there on the actual area it comes from. This bottle itself comes in the black box from Rum Nation. This is sort of your mid-range rums, and they come in this black box. Now, I've had a few people say, oh, they're flimsy, and technically if the bottle's out of in, they are. But once you get a bottle, to be honest with you, it's out of the box and put on the shelf and to be enjoyed. I don't want to be taken out of the box every 5 minutes, so it's only for initial delivery, isn't it, and presentation. That there myself is, I would say, when you think about it, how many times have you been into a rum shop and picked up a bottle that's in a box and you've had to take it out of the box to read about it? Sometimes it's printed on the back, but this gives you a straight on the front, straight on the back bit of information. The bottle itself, short stumpy bottle, which this range of rums, the newer range of rums come in. I find them quite nice, stumpy, nice, short and easy to handle, quite tactile. I will say that the cork itself come away from the stopper after a week. So I did have I think this stopper was from the Jamaican unaged white pot still rum. So I replaced it with that one. So I was lucky in that case. The stamp is what we come to expect from Rum Nation, a little personal touch that's been added by Fabio Rossi, which really is just a little added touch, and you just come to expect it with Rum Nation. Now you know there's going to be a little stamp on the front from the region. Colour wise, now this is, I'll show you it in the bottle. If I had the bottle like I said, I do my reviews, and I will sit down and on a Saturday night and get to know the rum before I review it and take my tasting notes. Now, normally I might do that over have it one weekend, and then the following weekend I might have another couple, and then I'll do the review. Well, as you can see, I have been getting to know this rum pretty well, and I must admit, I really do like it. So, colour-wise, I'm going to show you it in the glass because I think it really does display the colour fantastically. Beautiful golden orange and yellow flecks, like a golden sunset. It really is nice. Aroma, magnificent, nothing short of. First impressions, you get the aromatic aromas, what you come to expect from a pot still rum. Glue, solvent glue, furniture polish, and it mellows out to light sherried notes that come through. You get cinnamon in there, and then you get something that plays quite a major part. Quite cloves are in there for sure. And now and again, this just shows it's just now and again you get a little aroma of vanilla, but you can smell it a couple of times and not get it, and then it just gives you a little fleck of vanilla. And like I said, this is 50% AVB, so it's a bit more powerful, and on the aroma it shows you that straight away. It just makes itself known. No, it doesn't burn at all. It's very smooth. Doesn't burn, but it does make itself known. There's a little bit more alcohol in there. It's absolutely beautiful. And then it ends with on the aroma, it just carries itself through with a lovely musty, oaky sherried element that carries through on the nose. And I think that's really lovely. Just gives you that lovely musty oak. It's lovely. On taste, on entry, it offers up lots of power. That's great. I'm getting into the more. I must admit, I am turning away a little bit from the more sweeter rums, and I'm enjoying the more. I love a sweet rum, but I am really starting to enjoy the more sort of cash strength and rums that are a little bit higher in alcohol content. But to be honest with you, I think that's natural progression when you start drinking rums and you start to drink them. You start to get a flavour. Sweet rums bring you in and draw you in, and then you start to get the taste and go for the more strength on the rums then. It's absolutely lovely. It shows straight away you get a lovely tantalising sweetness. Very, very short and briefly lived. It comes in sweet, gone straight away, then starts to dry out dramatically. Takes you straight into sherried elements and sherried notes there from the Oloroso sherry cask. It really is lovely. Cloves, cinnamon. I'm getting a real pepper tingle on the front and back of my tongue. Really is nice. And then I'm getting something which is really nice, and that is like a dry orange marmalade. Not sweet, dry. That's what I like. You don't normally associate marmalade with dry, do you? But it is dry in, and a lovely sort of orange marmalade flavour that goes in on there. And then the finish is just leading you out to an astringent, goes quite astringent, mellowed oak and sherried finish is wonderful. It's, pretty much, like I said, I've been getting into me Jamaican pot still rums lately. Recently one of the reviews I'll be doing next will be the Smith and Cross Jamaican pot still Navy Strength rum. But I must admit, up to this point, this has been a real eye-opener to me and pretty much one of my favourites up to this date. My name is Andy, and this has been my review of Rum Nation Jamaican 8-year-old pot still rum, and until next time, enjoy.